Welcome back. Back with more of round seven, the final round. We have some picks come in with the 227th pick. The Browns selected Miles Harden, cornerback, South Dakota. With the 228th pick, the Baltimore Ravens selected Nick Samick, center, Michigan. With I'll get to the 229th pick for the Ravens. The 230th pick in Minnesota Vikings selected Michael Jurgens, center, Wake Forest. With the 230th first pick, the New England Patriots selected Jaheim Bell, tight end, Florida State. With the 232nd pick, the Minnesota Vikings selected Levi Drake Rodriguez, defensive tackle, Texas A&M Commerce. And with the 233 third pick, the Dallas Cowboys selected Nathan Thomas, offensive tackle, Louisiana. And the Colts pick is in. They're on the clock for the 234th pick. And McCarthy and Dallas Turner in particular, the guys who need to make an impact right now into a great situation. And it was MJ Devonshire, cornerback, Pittsburgh. All these teams on the right. And it was Devon Shire. TV when the North is on TV, and don't forget where we're at right now here in Detroit. Because they're building the fully. It's in Detroit. That's where the draft is. Yeah, it's a good time to be a fan of the National Football League. So I liked that pick that the Browns took with 227. That was a good pick. I think they needed to take a cornerback. But with their last one, I think it's going to be an offensive lineman. I think that's who it's going to be. Most of his production as receiver came during his 3 seasons as a South Carolina Gamecock. Racing wear a lot of hats. His versatility is really with the fine Shaheem Bell. You move him around, get him in the backfield. You see him here, catch the passes down the field. Very athletic. 6'1 and a half, 241 pounder. Think about this offense with Johnny Wilson, Keon Coleman, Trey Benson, George Travis, and Bell. All these transfers coming in there. South Carolina, he had 301 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. Also had 56 catches there. This year he goes for 39 receptions, 13-yard average, and a couple touchdowns. He's got talent. He can get down the field, can move him around. A lot of roles, a lot of hats he can wear in an offense in the NFL. Obviously, Drake May, quarterback, that's who they're going to develop in New England. Means that will be part of that offense. How they're going to define his roles is really interesting. And I really think I think Indianapolis is going to take I think an offensive lineman. We'll see who they take. So we shall see. And I know they're waiting for their pick to probably is about to come up on the screen right now. So let's see who they did take. Jonah Lalu, defensive tackle, Oklahoma. And so I think that they needed a defensive tackle, and I think that's a good choice. And he's from Oklahoma. I think he's going to be a great. And just again. Just between the Colts and now the Denver Broncos are on the clock for the 235th pick, and I think they're going to take I think an edge they'll take. We'll see. We'll see who they take. Part of the 7th round, Levi Drake Rodriguez from Texas A&M. And this is segment number 5 of round 3 of the NFL draft. Scott Sports, one of my NFL draft edition. Denver's picks about to come in right now on the screen. Devon Bell, wide receiver, Utah. And this is a good choice. And I think then he put up some big numbers with Utah last year, so he can really get the ball to you. He can play he can play inside, outside, or wherever you want him in. And the Jacksonville Jaguars are back on the clock for the 236th pick. We'll wait for their pick to come in on the screen. So, we see who they take momentarily. And showing flashes where he was getting to that back door. As Lou said, when you play at that level, you better pop. Yeah. And I just really we both watch him. He popped. Because he caught the attention of people in the league. You can't just be and I really think the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to take I think an offensive line. We'll see if I'm right. So and the selection's about coming on the screen right now. Miles Cole, edge rusher, Texas Tech, and I think that's a good choice. And I think they needed an edge rusher, and he put up big numbers with Texas Tech last year. It did struggle, but I think that's a good pick for them. And the Cincinnati Bengals are going to be on the clock with the 237th pick, and I think they're going to take offensive line. Their pick is there. We're waiting for it to come up on the screen. And half the first round is probably will disappoint. So put it all in perspective. This is done for a reason. We're about to find out right now who they took. Matt Lee, center, Miami. And I think they were wanting to get him. And I think that's a good choice. I really do. That's a good choice. And he put up some big numbers in Miami. And right now, the Houston Texans on the clock for the 238th pick of the draft. Their pick is in. We're waiting for it to come up on the screen. They start the draft with a tackle. Nathan Thomas makes it so good in pass pro. I think the run game is where he struggles a little bit with leverage. He struggles a little bit with his handling. I think he needs to be a little more urgent. And I think is absolutely there. So that's where he's at right now. I really think they're going to take an offensive lineman. We'll see if I'm right. It's nice to be able to just control guys when he does get his hands on this. It's really, really impressive. And he has that reactive agility that you look for a left tackle prospect. And Dallas is shuffling everything up front. And but the Texans, they've made some really good picks, and and so I really think this is a pick where and I think Jonah Lawler is going to be a great addition to the Indianapolis Colts. This was the name I got. For Hawaii, goes to Oklahoma. 6 foot. So 192 pounds, running 4.96 and 40 yards. So we'll let you know. 10-yard split. Oh, he got a 36-inch. So I really think that they made a good choice to select with the Indianapolis Colts. He's absolutely doing it. And so I really think this is going to be. I think it's going to be a. Ballard always had one of these guys late in the draft. A really good. I think we're still waiting for the Texans pick to come in. I think he's going to be a well addition to the Indianapolis Colts. Jonah Lalu, but I think the Texans are going to go with an offensive lineman, and Devon Lee. He's going to make excuse me. He's going to be a great addition to the Denver Broncos. So, and we really, so, and, yes, yeah. So, we're waiting for the Texans pick to come in at 238. Pick number 236 to the Jaguars. Miles Cole out of Texas Tech really exploded his final year. We'll say Miles Cole. He had a big year in his final year at Texas Tech. He's a good offensive player, and he can make tackles. He can make plays. He can run the pocket, play outside. He can run the field and really get in the end zone and score points for you. He really can. And we're still waiting for the Texans pick to come in on the screen. And hopefully we'll get it shortly. Be able to stay on the speed, play with more power. You're talking about a guy who's 6'6", 278 pounds, who runs 4.6. And I think we're about to find out their selection right now. The Solomon Byrd, Edge, USC. And this was a good choice. And he really and New Orleans Saints are on the clock for 2:39. The pickers come in right now. Josiah Hezron, offensive tackle, Eastern Kentucky. The body's not great, but you watch, but after that head is always watching. So the voice is fantastic. I think the football awareness is exactly what. He's from Eastern Kentucky. I think he was a good choice. But I think the leadership and the experience of the you're getting here in the center draft. From Matt Lee. So, and the Carolina Panthers are on the clock for the 240th pick of this draft, and round 7, and one that we've reported to you is Matt Lee from Miami going to the Bengals. And so, and then the 6th, going to break the record. The 2024 NFL. And we're about to find out the Panthers' selection. Michael Barrett, linebacker, Michigan. After it, and I think they needed to take a couple of linebackers. This one was a good choice to take one. Michael Barrett, he put up a lot of big numbers with Michigan last year, and right now the Miami Dolphins will get back on the clock. He's a 2-time All Big Ten selection, Michael Barrett, and so he's going to be a really valid addition to the 8.5 sacks, 4 takeaways in 2023, and I really think he really can be beneficial to the Carolina Panthers. And Miami's pick is in. We're waiting for it to come up on the screen. So hopefully we should get that shortly. We should get it shortly, and so hopefully we'll get that shortly. And I think Miami's going to take an edge rusher. They're going to take this time, so we'll see. And we're waiting for the 200 Miami's selection to come in on the screen, and I really think it's going to be they're going to make. I think they're going to take an edge, and I think that's what they're going to take, and so we shall see. As we are in the early stage of starting to wind down the 7th round, and we're waiting for that pick to come in on the screen. And Miami was second in the AFC East last year, and we're kind of just at awe with all this here. They really had a great season, and besides that 70-point win over the Denver Broncos, and right now I'm gonna have to take a break because I'm running out of time. I'll be back. I think this next segment may be the final segment. We'll see. Stay with us. We're